Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome to another My Restaurant video. So as many of you know, for the last couple of days, it's been pretty silent when it comes to the auction house and the update that we've been waiting for. And for those of you that are in my Discord, you'll know that I said that if we haven't heard any information by Wednesday, chances are we're gonna have to wait until the weekend for the release. Now, obviously that was me just making a completely random prediction, but in today's video, I have a bunch of new information. We have a closer look at the very first limited items, more information explaining how exactly the limited items are going to work, a brand new projected release date for the update, as well as a bunch of other information. So like always, let's waste no more time and get right into this. So let's go ahead and start off by getting the release date out of the way. So in the background right now, I'm going to show you what Preston said just a couple of hours ago, which is basically that the brand new projected release time for the auction house update is now on Saturday, which is this weekend, like they always do their updates. Now, while in this, he does say that they're kind of on time right now and it looks like they are going to make it. Do take this lightly because, you know, sometimes problems do come up. So it is very possible that times could change all over again. Definitely not saying that that's going to be the case, but just something that you definitely want to keep in mind. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into the really good stuff now, and that is the limited items that are going to be introduced, at least for the very first week. So in the background right now, I'm going to be showing you 3 sets of items. The very first one being a coffee machine, which is just insane, dude. And the second item is a popcorn machine. So these are 2 things that we've actually been asking for a lot throughout the community. It's going to be really interesting to see if these are going to operate the same exact way as gumball machines, where you kind of just have them inside of your restaurant and customers have kind of like a rolled chance of being able to walk up to it and purchase. Chances are that's more than likely how it's going to work, so that's going to be extremely cool. And honestly, dude, whoever modeled both of these items, they came out absolutely incredible, super detailed. Now, the final item that Preston went ahead and shared on Twitter was the future table and the future chair. These are actually really cool because they float off of the ground. Obviously, we currently don't know if these have any type of bonuses, but if for some reason we do end up getting information on this, I'll make sure to let you guys know through the community tab. But for the time being, we only really have the images of the furniture. Now, I have one more piece of furniture that I'm going to show you guys, but I don't know if this is going to be a limited or if it's just going to be something that they introduce as a regular item. But before I go ahead and show you that, we're going to go over a little bit of information that Preston did release in regards to the limited items. So a lot of you have been asking me, when exactly will limited items be dropping? And Preston did go ahead and answer this. It says limited items will generally drop during updates. So Saturday between 9 o'clock in the morning to 10 o'clock in the morning, Central Standard Time, which is CST. Now, before some of you in the different time zones start commenting saying that this is not going to be fair, I do want you guys to keep in mind that he did mention that they will also be releasing limited items at random times, just to kind of make it fair for everybody. So don't worry, it does seem like he has taken this under consideration. Now, the next question that I've been getting asked a lot is, will there be a level requirement for the auction house? And the answer to that is no, there will not be a level requirement. It will be open for everyone, but this could change in the future. Another thing that was worrying a lot of people was the fact of bulk purchases. As many of you know, a lot of us are billionaires within the game already, so definitely worrying to know that if an item does drop and you are not able to get online, maybe you get on 15-20 minutes late, there's a very high chance that somebody with a lot more money can just go ahead and bulk purchase the limited item. And honestly, even worse, we could be seeing the introduction of bots within the game that'll automatically purchase all of this stuff. So Preston did go ahead and kind of address this. He said, we're also looking into giving players the ability to bulk purchase limited items. We're just worried about bots. Honestly, out of everything that was said, I don't really agree with this. I don't feel like we should be allowed to bulk purchase. There should definitely be some type of maybe 5, 10, 15 second cooldown in between every single limited item purchase. Not only will this more or less make it an even playing field for every single person, but in my very tiny brain, it kind of makes sense to do this so that way you can combat the bots as well as the extremely rich players that are planning on buying every single one of them. But I don't know. I'm not a developer. I don't know the technicalities to it, so I'm sure they will definitely figure out a better solution. Now we're going to go ahead and transition into something that a lot of you probably didn't want to hear, but it seems like maybe one or multiple of the limited items may cost Robux, if I'm understanding this correctly. As you can see in the background right now, Preston went ahead and said that most items will cost in-game currency and very few will cost Robux. Players can resell the premium items on the marketplace for currency, so that way it removes the pay-to-win element for players who want the items but don't have Robux sitting around. Players will 100% determine the value of these items naturally. Now, that little comment that he went ahead and added at the very end is really interesting because that kind of leads me to believe that maybe some of the other items that you put into the auction house can only be lowered to a set price. So for instance, those of you that were planning on putting royal chairs and royal tables on the auction house for $1 so that way you can help out your friends, it's very possible that you might not be able to do that. Again, we have no confirmation of this. This is me just kind of taking a prediction based off of what Preston said. But yes, unfortunately, from what it sounds like, at least one of the limited items when they are released, they will be worth Robux. Robux, but you still can go ahead and purchase this with in-game money as long as somebody that purchases it with Robux puts it onto the auction house and sells it. While this is kind of unfortunate, we do have to understand that, you know, these developers have to make money regardless of who they are, how big they are. They are spending a lot of their free times working on these updates to get them out, so it's only fair that they get paid for the labor that they go ahead and put into the game. Now, in the background right now, I'm going to show you guys a quick little picture that was posted by David. This is basically the UI of the sell for the auction house. So as you can see on the very top, it says using a slot to put 50 times of the cheap chairs on sale in the global market. Underneath that, it gives you 3 options. You can have it up for a total of 24 hours, 72 hours, or 168 hours. Now, depending on which one of these 3 you choose, you will have to pay a fee. So if you notice in the screenshot, they went ahead and chose 72 hours, and they're going to have to pay a fee of $5,000 in order to keep it up there for 3 days. Under that is where you will be able to put the price that you want to sell it for, which it does seem like the marketplace gives you a recommended sell price, which I would assume is based off of some of the other listings that are already on the market. The next really interesting thing about this picture is the fact that it seems like the market is going to be taking 30% of whatever you make. If you notice, they went ahead and sold the 50 cheap chairs here for 100 mil, and the market went ahead and took a cut of 30 million, leaving the total of profit $70 million. So yes, you will be paying the marketplace a fee in order to not only to keep your items on the marketplace, but in order to be rewarded with the money that you sold it for. But yeah, that pretty much does it for all the information on the auction house as well as limited items. I have one more picture that was provided by Leak Gang. We don't have any information on this. We obviously know it's a plant, but aside from that, we really have no other details. As you can see in the background right now, this is a hedge. Personally, I think this is really cool. I'm not a really big fan of plants for the most part. I just use them kind of for filler items, which honestly, considering the hedges are kind of like walls, this could work as a great filler item. But anyways, let me know in the comments what you guys think about all of these leaks. Are you more excited for the update now? Are you more concerned? If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like on it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for all types of different content. We are about to hit 23,000 subscribers, and I just want to say thank you guys so much. I really appreciate all of the support, and I also want to say a quick thank you to you guys for showing so much support in my video yesterday. It truly does mean a lot. We are kind of in the talks with the people over at Dig It to hopefully bring you guys something extremely cool, so that's super exciting. Again, for the 1,000th time, thank you guys so much for the support. I really do appreciate it. But that's gonna go ahead and do it for today's video. Like always, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.